Hey everyone, it is Lanso90 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Minecraft. So, I started hauling things over. I also put a foundation of a house in. I was starting to get carried away with it, and was like, you know what, I should probably show the main part of the house construction on camera, just so you can see what I do. So we have a huge amount of chests now, because I brought the old ones over, and I built a couple more. I have like all my food stuff, all of our plant stuff in this chest down at the bottom. All of our building blocks in here, they still need to kind of get sorted, but that's where they're at. Actually, this is fuel blocks, so they should go somewhere else. Empty chest, this is like the miscellaneous pile for now. It's got the kelp, dried kelp at least, and then it's got coal and iron sticks. All sorts of mob drops and like tools. These are more of my tool kind of things over here. But yeah, we've got all sorts of options now. Oh, also there was another group of raiders, but I didn't actually get cursed because while I was fighting them, I got them in a line and they actually killed the leader guy with their own arrows, so I didn't get cursed. You only get the curse if you're the one who kills them. So just taking the banner actually doesn't do anything, which is kind of interesting. We have two beds right now because we had the one for walking around and the other one for the house. So for now, let's get this house built. So I wonder if we should go and grab our new wood stuff right now. Let's look at it from a distance, just to show what I've done so far. So you can already see that we're stepping up one step in the sort of tech tree. It's going to have a stone foundation. It's going to have wooden logs for the sides and the corners, that is. And I'll probably use wooden logs for rafters, but it won't really use wooden logs for like the roof this time. This time it'll actually have some kind of roof. I haven't decided if it's gonna be wooden planks like we had to start with, like those are kind of like, or if I'm going to actually put in the effort of taking all of our hay and turning it into blocks and making like a thatched roof. Oh, it's another one of these guys. I was like, what the heck is that? I thought it was one of the baby villagers, actually. I was like, how did it get this far out, though? Didn't realize there's a fourth one of them. It's funny, he's been there a while, then. Alright, let's grab... I don't know if I want regular oak. I kind of feel like we should go grab the dark oak, right? Just because it's more rare. Make sure my inventory's actually cleared out. Actually, I might have to cook some food before we do anything else. Oh, all the animals, I just slaughtered them all. Killed every last friggin' one of them. No. Not kill the dogs, but they aren't following me for some reason. I stood them up on the last time I went out. Maybe they couldn't get over the door block because I took the door block out. So maybe they got stuck in there like that. I'll go get them later if they are there. But yeah, we need to cook up some food. Obviously, 38 raw beef. Can barely imagine where that must have come from. But use the dry kelp, and we should have no issues using dry kelp, because check this out. That's insane. Still don't really know if it's like super efficient or what, but to me it seems like it's really efficient, especially if we can just trade the other stuff. And while we do this, we might as well take a bed with us. Purple bed's like really fancy. Should be a bit of food in the villagers somewhere. plain old mushroom won't work. Okay. Don't really want to chop things down that are close to the town. So I'll back out here. Actually, I started chopping this tree down at some point. When I first came over here and found this area. Oh, I don't have our soundtrack going. Let's see. YouTube. Library. History. How many episodes did I watch before I... There it is. Might be really loud for a minute. There we go. Yeah, okay. Back to work. We can tackle this oak tree like it's the mega taiga tree. Where we can kind of just corkscrew up it. So it's also not like ultra massive like the taiga tree is. On Earth. Mega taiga tree, that is. Trying to get on the middle here because he can kind of... Oops, I messed it up. Alright, too loud music. These are going to be a little bit more annoying to chop down because being an oak tree, it's kind of growing out in all directions here. It's kind of has like separate big branches. Maybe I'll tell what time of day it is, and actually, not sure if the time of day matters. We might start having enemy spawns in this rift forest, just because it's so dark. Oh, actually, it is nighttime. Oops. Never mind. It wasn't the fact that we were in a rift forest, it was so dark. I realized we were that close to nighttime. Alright, I think we got most of that tree at least. We can get up on this hill too. We can just go straight into a tree. Sort of. Now these are pretty decent supplies of wood here. I think dark oak doesn't drop very many saplings either, so we'll have to keep an eye out for any saplings that drop. I don't know why that one at home never grew. Like it said, maybe they only grow in 4x4. Maybe they take exceptionally long to grow. I don't know. I don't need any more pumpkins. I have an absurd amount of pumpkins. I think the trunk of the dark oak is actually lighter colored than the spruce. But I don't know how I think the planks are like a lot darker. Kind of strange that way. Let's head home, we're out of food anyway. Looks like a squid died at some point here. But here's the hay bales if we wanted to do a thatched roof. Only problem is it takes quite a bit of hay to do it. I'm not sure I want to do it. Because I have to regrow a new animal supply over here. We'll have to do that as well. I'll do all the animal stuff off camera, I think. Just want to do the home building on camera since it's going to be kind of a completely new design. Dark oak, spruce. Okay, got lots of stuff here. Let's see how this looks. I didn't actually mean to convert 100% of it, but it's okay. I think this is going to be like completely black. I'll upgrade to like 4x4 windows too. So let's just see how this looks. Oh, that's not a 4x4 window though. Go. I think that'll look pretty good. I kind of need to see more of it. It doesn't seem centered right as it. That's wrong. As it is, but that might just be because it's not filled out all the way. Not sure. I don't know if I want the windows to be that big. It doesn't feel... Didn't quite feel like era appropriate. It looks a little bit too big, I think. And the other thing I'm kind of considering here is if we take spruce logs. I don't know how many more spruce logs I have left. Oh, I have a decent amount. I took out the roof of the old house to get some extra logs. Thinking maybe we also want spruce logs for the doorway. The logs are like the support struts of the whole thing. Yeah, I think that looks better. Then I don't know if I want... maybe do 3x3 windows instead. Yeah, that'll probably work. I don't know where everything's at yet, so... even though I just explained where everything's at, unless I get labels, it's not really my wheelhouse. Alright. That looks pretty cool. Staircase might be too bright. I just used one that I just had laying around. It probably makes sense to use a spruce staircase instead of going all the way to dark oak. Might want to do that. Actually, we'll wait on doing that. We did that last time, but I don't know if it's what I want. Let's grab our ladders. Thought we had more ink sacks already, but maybe I'm thinking of our last base. Climb up here. Next step. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough spruce to do this, but wanted to do these, but it's gonna be in the opposite direction as the other time. These aren't going to be the roof itself, it's going to be the struts that support the next level. It kind of works with the spruce trees because they're so tall. You can kind of pass for being this... having logs this big. Dang it, of course that would happen. Until we're completely done, it might look a little weird. Like until I get an actual second level going on. Well, actually, now I think about it. I might actually have to go get a reference picture for medieval houses. Because I know they do this, but I don't know if they do it lengthwise or if they do it widthwise. I think they do it lengthwise because usually they overhang over a city street. I'm not like 1,000,000% sure. And as it is, I kind of don't like the way it looks, but it's also not finished. This one's a little bit... I was hoping I'd be able to pick that up on its way down. So we'll work on the roof last. Figure that out later. Dang it. Every time. Either way, we should have a big old pile of beef here now. Yeah. There we go. Okay. So now, I don't know if I want like a back door. I probably do. But maybe I want one that's like off-centered. Like one over here. Then I could use spruce logs over there. I don't know if it's here, it might feel a little bit too in the corner. But I can't really move it out or it'll be kind of... like it can't be right next to it or it's gonna be a too wide log here and that would not look good. This wall was just temporary, but at least as far as its looks go. Do love to look at the lanterns in this mod, but doesn't always make sense for them to be like that. Should be able to sleep now. Okay. Dark oak. Let's at least copy this on this wall, because I don't think I'm going to do anything strange with this wall. Probably use spruce logs in the exact center. Just so that it doesn't look like there's a huge amount of space without support. Again, I could decide if I want 4x4 windows, perhaps. I don't think we will, but at least take a look at it on this wall. Nah, it's too much. A very modern, home-looking kind of thing. Same deal here. I don't really care. This wall. Looks like I was trying to decide if I want a back door and where I want to put it before I finish the back wall. looking pretty good. That's not right. That's what I just did. Okay. Glass panes, are they still in my inventory? Yes. Alright, starting to come together pretty well here. Last wall. At least probably fill in like these first three. It's not going to be on this side, I know that much. You okay with a back door here, or do I just want no door? How much further is it to get around? Alright, let's just try it. Just get a look at it, quote unquote, finished of how it would look. I just don't think it works. Try to finish it with a door and stuff, but by the way, we can toss our front door on. Back door, and then right kind of stairs. Well, it might be okay. Yeah, with just extra detailing, it might be okay. Exact placement of the lanterns might be a little spotty. But that can always be fixed later. But that looks okay. Actually, it looks pretty good. I'm just gonna go ahead and take the ladder out because I never use it. Let's just be honest. Fall damage isn't really that much of a problem. That lets me finish that off. That looks pretty dang good. Not gonna lie. Now it's just a matter of deciding how I want to do the second floor. I could always put off the second floor and just do the basement. The problem is it's a perfectly square house. So there's not Jesus Christ. Is this a giant hole in the ground here? I don't have any shovel. Help me. Help me. Help me. Well, this might be a little bit of a project right here, just sealing that up. But yeah, this looks pretty good. Like, it looks a lot better than our old house. That's the idea, right? It's like we're moving ahead in technology here. It's a much nicer abode. Very cool. Square. Put in stairs. Don't really want to block the window, but also don't really have an option. I like to be able to jump, so the floor will be at this height. Now this is where the logs come into play. In fact, the logs might come into play on this level. Well, just to get it going. It's good enough for head height, right? Yeah. Oops, not that though. Let's dark oak this up. I think this is actually lighter than the acacia wood was, right? In this mod pack. Normally acacia doesn't look strange at all, but in this mod pack it was like really dark. Oops. Yeah, had more logs. Oh my gosh. Had more dark logs than I thought I did, I think. I'll knock this out before the sun sets completely. There we go. Just about there. This lighting is just temporary to keep things from spawning. Let's take one last look from outside before I start working on the second floor and roof. That is quite a robust house, I gotta say. I really like how it came out. Something was said potentially of doing this. It's a little hard to tell though with just one. Ooh. That's a bit of a hard call there. I don't know. I kind of really like that though. I kind of really like it, is the thing. has to be done in places where you can actually see it, really. Look from farther out. Yeah. Yeah, this looks really good. We're all out of time for this video. I'm gonna try to figure out how to do the second floor in between videos. If you enjoyed the video though, remember to hit the like button, keep the conversation going in the comments, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you in the next one.